Have you ever found yourself asking, why do I keep repeating the same patterns? Verse to Life with Honey Made Love, where we take the word and bring it to real life. Whether that's relationships, reactions, same situations, different faces, and no matter what, you try to stop it, you want to stop, you know better, but you keep finding yourself right back in that same pattern loop again. Some of us been in romantic relationships with a new partner and sit back and ask ourselves, or trying to figure out, how is that this current partner reminds me of my last partner? How is that current partner doing the same thing that the last partner did? I know I have. I know I've been there. Right? And you may be thinking that you're weak. You may be thinking that you lack discipline. And some of you may think that you really deserve this. It be so deep that some of you, I know I have, sat back and thought about a lot of stuff in the past. I kid you not. To see why I deserve this. Why am I going to? Maybe this is my karma. I went back. One time, alright, I was in this relationship. One time, I couldn't understand why I kept going through the same thing with people, whether it was relationship, family, acquaintance, whatever. And I went back, especially in a relationship, I went back and I was like, dang, in my teenage years, like, I did do that person wrong. I did do them wrong. And all they did was love me and or showed me, you know, that they cared, and I did them wrong. So maybe this is my karma. Maybe I was meant to go through this. Like, be honest with yourself. But what if I told you it's none of that? Half of the time, you know what? Majority of the time, we think we're in love, but we are not. We just love the familiarity. Well, I cannot pronounce the word, but it's familiar. And that's what we are attracted to. Familiarity. You see, sometimes a pattern becomes so familiar to the point it feels normal. You experienced it, you practiced it, you respond life through it. And doing that for so long, your body and mind become accustomed to it. Even if it hurts, even when you know better. Familiar is not always healthy. Familiar is just familiar. Now, here's where many people get stuck. Most people become aware after an argument, after a text message, after saying yes when they really meant to say no, after going back to the situation. The goal isn't just becoming aware that the pattern exists. The goal is catching the pattern while in the middle of situations. When that conflict shows up, when that urge shows up, when those thoughts shows up, when you start moving towards a reaction that you know you should not be moving towards, in those moments, awareness is important to catch, because that's where change begins. I'm gonna give you an example. In my old relationships, I remember when conflict started and I was being ignored, my chest would tighten up. Thoughts would literally flood my mind, negative, to react. Now, this awareness was a bit different because I was aware that if I attack or say something too crazy, then I might lose the person or just get worse. So what do? I started people pleasing. I started over pleasing, over explaining, this over giving. And it wasn't until I became very aware of both awareness. The first awareness was don't attack because it might get a little worse. And the second awareness I had, well, you keep overly giving yourself and keep pleasing and chasing. And when I became aware of both of them, especially the last one, that's when change began. I had to start moving differently. And here I am today. Yes, I'm single and it's fine. But because I became aware, I was able to make changes. So my change did not happen because I came stronger at one night. My change happened because I became aware of the pattern. And I was able to change it. Rome 12:2. Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind. Let's break this down. Conform means being shaped by something, molded by it, following the same patterns over and over until it becomes normal. Transform means change. Thank you. Sorry. Renew means made new. The principle here is not that you pretend the pattern isn't there. The principle is that you stop automatically agreeing with it. You begin choosing a new response instead of repeating the old one. What I'm trying to show you is the pattern isn't continuing because you're weak. The pattern is continuing because it's familiar. And until you can catch the pattern while it's happening, you will keep repeating it even when you want something different. So my challenge to you is this week, identify one pattern that shows up at least 3 times in your life. Write it down, name it. Don't judge yourself and tell the truth. And every time that pattern shows up, stop, take a moment. Go back to the scripture, read the scripture again each time, and sit and observe what's happening inside of you. And as always, be honest with yourself and ask, am I about to repeat an old pattern, or am I about to choose something different? And another question to reflect on. What pattern have you been calling bad luck, a coincidence, or fate that may actually be a lesson asking for your attention? Think about that. You can leave your answers in the comment below, or you could keep it personal. Verse to Life with Honey Made Love, where we take the word and turn it to real life. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace, love, and light, and gratitude.